were building our own home in England, and it took us, 3 years to build, and during that time we'd always planned on immigrating, and because of my citizenship, we decided on Canada. And our obvious choice was British Columbia because of the mountain. We love the mountains, rivers, but because of the size of BC, we had no idea where we were going to go. And over the last 4 years, we put offers in on 2 businesses. We're nowhere near ready to buy, but we just fell in love. Everywhere we went, we fell in love, so we're not going to do it again. And then we did sell up, and so finally we did come to BC and with the idea of buying.
We'd never been to Golden before. We didn't plan to come to Golden. We just were coming along number 1 from Banff, travelling across to Revelstoke, and we got a puncture. So we travelled down into town to get it fixed. And it was freezing cold and getting very late. And we just ended up having to stay the night. Got helped by lots of friendly local people and just ended up never leaving. That was in January, so we never left.
When we first had the puncture, obviously we're thinking this is 4:30 in the afternoon in a winter day, really cold. And we went down to one of the tire shops, and the guy actually spent an hour trying to get our thing going, get our car going, and that didn't work. So we had to find a place to stay, and Kevin, one of the local fellas again, he got us to a B&B, and everything just kept rolling along, really friendly and just everything. And then we started looking around, because I think in Golden the problem is you stay on Highway 1 and you never see Golden. And all of a sudden we were in Golden, and then we started looking around thinking, God, you know, how nice it was. And so then we started to look for properties, not thinking about a business at all, just seeing what was around. We went into Blaeberry, fell in love with some places up there. And then all of a sudden that building that we've turned into a hostel became available, and we pursued it, and not really planning on a hostel before. We were just looking to move to Golden. And then we pursued that, and we were quite shocked. A couple months later, we're running a hostel. We opened 2 weeks ago. And here we are, so quite happy.
For us personally, we just wanted to be in the mountains, I think. I don't know, the economy in England wasn't looking very good, and Canada's still quite strong, so from that point of view it made sense for us to come here. I think it's just something we always wanted to do.
Yeah, I think being in cities, we had spent 1.5 years in China teaching. We were in Guangzhou and Ningbo, 5 million and 10 million. But always branching out. Even in China we went to the mountains, and we're looking, and then we just thought, why are we just visiting these places? You know, why don't we actually try and live in the mountains? So I think that was our biggest desire. And also Abby's family, her mom and dad loved the mountains as well, so we knew they would come out. And then the idea of living in a close proximity to Calgary became important, because it's so easy. It's a 7-8 hour flight from London to come in, a 3-hour drive, so it's everything just fell into place, and you know, it just became home pretty quickly, really.